Hello everyone, and welcome to another review. Today I'm going to show you a very nice product, but you won't get any kind of idea what's inside by looking at this box, because it has something written in Chinese, and that's it, no more other information. So I'm going to move right on the subject. So inside you can see it comes very well protected with foam and bags and a lot of cardboard and a lot of foam, and inside with a lot of accessories. So what is in here? Actually, it's a GPS system based on an Android platform, but it's also a car DVR recorder. So it's a multiple purpose device. This will act not only as a car GPS, but also as a registrator for your car, the DVR. But not only that, it also is a reversing system for your car, as it has a reversing camera included. And you can see it comes in a very nice package. So it has support for your windscreen, it has a power supply, the camera with included cables. It also has a mini USB cable for downloading data from it, and it has this very nice support. If you don't like to use suction cups on your windscreen and obturate your view, you can use this thing. It's a very heavy rubber silicone adapter. This will stick on your dashboard, and it has a lot of weight. It's also semi-flexible, and that will stick on your car dashboard. And this GPS, which I'm going to continue to review, that looks like this, will just sit on this support like that. And you can see it's held in place very well. It's held in place, sorry. And you can adjust this camera like you need it to. And the cables that are included with it are bent 90 degrees, so you can hide the cables in the back of this screen. So this will sit on your dashboard without obstructing your view, and without taking a lot of space on your dashboard. So I'm going to put aside the USB cable, the charging cable, and the suction cup. I'm going to open the reversing camera package, and you get another bag inside, and here we get some screws and double-sided foam tape, which I'm going to put back into this bag. And that is for securing this camera, which has adjustable tilt angle. As you can see, it also comes with a protection foil over it, so you should take that off, as otherwise it will destroy your image quality. It also has LEDs for reversing light, and it comes with this weird looking plug, but it comes with provided cables. These are, if I don't mistake, 5 meters long, so it should be enough to route them from your trunk to your dashboard, so you can hide them. And I'm going to show you how to install this. So the connector will go only one side. It has a small pin here and a small you can see cut here in the connector, and now it's connected. And this will go to the GPS system in here in an AV port. This is the mini USB port that supplies power, and this will work with a micro SD card. It supports large cards like 32 and 64 gigabytes. It has a microphone, it has speaker, and of course this is the camera recorder here with adjustable lens. So I'm going to connect the reversing camera now. Just like that. This unit has a built-in battery, but it's only a backup battery. It doesn't have a lot of runtime. This is just used for saving video files and shutting down properly. When you shut down the car, it will work a bit on the battery and then safely shut down. When you resume power to it, it will start back again. So I'm going also to connect the power supply to it. I'm going to use a USB cable. Turn on the power bank is running. So this is similar to starting your car engine and getting power to this GPS. So the GPS has started because it has received 5 volts. As you can see, I'm not supplying any kind of voltage to the reversing camera. Let's see what happens. So it's booting up. It takes a bit of time because it's an Android operating system. And I'm going to turn the lights a bit more dim, and if I go to the screen, so it has started as a DVR. This is the rear camera and this is the reversing camera, which already works. As you can see, it has picture in picture. So when you start this without supplying additional power to the reversing camera, it already works. It's kind of a monitor, and if I click on this, you can see I have the rear camera already working. So this is good for seeing what's in the back of your car without needing to reverse. So you can use that a lot. It's very good also in traffic. So this is the main screen, and let's see what happens if I apply power to the reversing camera. As it has a power cable here, so this should be connected to one of your reversing lights, and that will send the information that you are using reverse. So let's see what happens. I'm going to use a LiPo battery. This has 12.6 volts, so it's close to your car voltage, and this has automatically started to work in reversing mode. As you can see, it's reversed on full screen, and it also has guiding lines here to show you where your car should be, and these are very useful. I advise you first to measure where the red lines end, because you can mount this camera in a lot of places on your car. So you should test that first, so you can later base your parking on them. Otherwise you may end up reversing into something that you don't see, or it's too close to your car but you don't know that. So very useful to have those. And you can see when it's on reverse, it also starts the small LEDs here. So this will show you better in the dark when you are reversing what you are reversing into. Very nice. So if I cut the power, let's see what it does. So it turns to the screen I was previously in, which is also very nice. So as you can see, this uses Android and it has a custom loader. It has a simplified menu. You have navigation, you have DVR. DVR will record your actions in traffic, and the DVR is always auto starting, but if you go in settings, you have a lot of things here you can finely tune. So I have zoomed in for you to see better. Let's take a look quickly through the DVR settings. So first menu here, it's related to loop recording and power saving mode. You can set here an interval for the video files. It has 1 minute, 2 minutes and 3 minutes recording. This is very useful because when you are driving, the camera will record not a huge file, but it will split into segments that are 1 minute long or 2 minutes long or 3 minutes long. what happens when your SD card is full. It's very simple. The oldest recording gets deleted and replaced with a new recording, and that is done in intervals that you preset here. So the oldest 1 minute recording gets deleted and it's replaced with the current recording of 1 minute. So you can set that interval because if something wrong happens, you have a longer file, like 3 minutes instead of 1 minute or 2 minutes, so that's why you can configure that. So power saving mode has a single option, and that is never. Oh no, it's not never. If you go back, you have 5 minutes power saving, but to be sincere, I don't know what that does, so let's move on further. You have video quality, you have full HD, you have 27 and 720p, which is HD, and standard VGA resolution. You have playback time and recording. You can have date stamp if you want to. The next option is sensitivity. This is for shock. This has an accelerometer inside, so in case of an impact or a crash, the video file that is currently being saved on the SD card, it will be marked as read only, so it will be protected, it will not be overwritten, which is very good. You also have an option to record sound, that is also useful. And if you don't want to use DVR, you have an option here, auto run while power on. You can turn this off, open in background on, you can set this off, so if you can disable both of them, the DVR will not start when you apply power to it. If you don't want to use this DVR, if you want to use it as just only a GPS, maybe you have another dash camera, better dash camera than this, and you don't want to use this feature, you can disable it, which is very nice. And you have an option also to enable or disable the rear camera. The default setting is on. I'm going to leave it that way. So let's see what other features we have here. We have this here, which asks me to stop the recording first. I'm going to stop the recording first. This is the playback menu. This will show me videos that are unlocked, all recordings that are currently on my SD card, locked files that are being marked as read-only due to a crash or something like that, or pictures taken with the camera. You can also take pictures, and you can see it has created a lot of video files because it's currently set at 1 minute. And you can see here 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and so on. Last one is 46 seconds because I have manually stopped it. So that was the DVR settings. I'm going to close the DVR. DVR now works in background as it's set that way. And let's see what else we get here. We get date, time, we have a media box, navigation of course, settings, an explorer, GPS info, and file. So the navigation, it's very nice. If you keep this pressed for a period of time, it will take you to the menu. In the menu here you can choose actually what application you want to use as a GPS application, and you have multiple apps to choose from. Actually this as default comes only with CG drive, and you can pre-choose your area when you buy it. So let me turn this off, maybe now it's better. I don't know if you can see it clear or not. So you can choose a few continents like USA, Europe, and so on. So it will come pre-installed with the navigation software and maps for that navigation software, which is CGIC. But if you want to use something like Map Factor Navigator or Waze or Google Maps, it's very easy. You can install those. You just need to download the application from the market and put it on the SD card and then install it from there. It will appear here, and that's it. You also have a Play Store already pre-installed on this, and you can see now I'm on the menu for setting GPS, so map path was set okay, but I'm not setting a map path to Play Store. But you can also do that, and if you go to navigation, it will launch Market, so you can install an account here, you can use that account, which is rather useful because when you go to apps, this is the apps menu, so you don't have access to direct menu with the pre-installed application. As you can see, this is rather limited. Here the menu is also limited, you don't have any kind of settings. You need to go to settings here, which is the common settings for Android. It's kind of weird at first, but it's very good because using this kind of interface kind of restricts other applications to be installed and updates and so on, and this will keep the device performing very fast, and it will keep it free from a lot of bloatware, so a very big plus for that. I'm going to set the default CGIC navigation program, and if I press on navigation, it will launch the CGIC app. And you can see it has a very nice interface. You have a speedometer here, you have a lot of indications, and of course it has the full Europe map already pre-installed on it, which is very nice. And it also works fast, but this is not my favorite application. There are a lot of free apps that work very nice on Android, so you have your freedom to choose whatever you like. And of course you can use Waze application and Google Maps, but this GPS does not support SIM card, so you don't have data access. So for that you will need a tethering connection to your mobile phone or things like that if you want to have an internet connection. This has Wi-Fi only connectivity, it doesn't have a SIM card and data connectivity. I'm going to exit the application. Let's now have a look throughout its menu. So you get a media box. This is useful for playing video files that are either recording by the video camera on the GPS unit, or maybe you have something else on it. It has of course a media player for music. You can access the photo gallery, and when you go to games it will actually show you the installed applications. So if you have installed games you can play those also. The FM option is an FM emitter or modulator, so the sound of this can be broadcast to your radio, so you will have music and navigation in your car speakers. You can enable or disable that option. It's very useful. And let's see what else. So setting, its Android settings menu, usual settings, Explorer, it's the default Android browser, GPS info, it's a quick way to check for GPS data. I'm currently inside, so I won't have any kind of GPS access. And on file you have a quick way to get to the storage. This is my SD card with recordings, and of course you have access to internal storage where you can add your own maps and your own file system and your own data. This device has 60 gigabytes of internal storage, and it supports large SD card with no problems. Of course it has a sound recorder. From here you can quickly set the volume. This is back to the application. You can hide that side menu if you want to, so only this will show up. And you can see you can decrease the volume from these keys here. And that's all about this system. As you can see, you don't have access to any kind of apps or real Android menu. You cannot hide this for now, which is not a big problem. You can always use the navigation button here and set it to an app that you want to use that app and do your job with it. So this was only the first part of the review, because I'm going to install more navigation apps on it. Like I have installed this map factor here, which I'm going to set now as default. Navigator, okay, and if I go to Navigator, this is the program that I like to use a lot, because you can download offline maps, you can create your own waypoints. It's very advanced, a bit complicated, but very good, especially when you are traveling a lot, and crossing multiple countries is just the perfect navigating software. So I will install more apps on it, that's for sure. And of course I'm going to install the camera on the car, install this on the dashboard. I'm going to do a separate video for that. So I'm going to do the installation and also take some video samples with the camera to see how this will work as a dash cam also. Be sure to follow the continuation of this product review, as this first part is getting too long. So see you next time, and until then, bye bye.